Why most dropshippers end up failing and actually never making money. Do you know most people who start dropshipping actually not end up making money from it? I know this is probably not what you want to hear, but I'm going to tell you exactly why so you can avoid it. My name is Nima. I left the UK for Dubai. I've been making money online for around 6 years now. I know every single business model in the book. I've tried everything you can think of, all the side hustles I tried. When I worked in Burger King in the UK, I started dropshipping because it was a low barrier to entry business model. I could start with zero cost and get up and running. I thought I was going to get rich quick. I thought overnight I was going to start making money. The absolute opposite was true. I was expecting instant results. When I first started, for the first year I lost money. Now, back then I didn't have no money for mentors, I didn't buy any courses, I was purely just teaching myself from YouTube, and not many people were talking about it, and it was very difficult to get started. However, in my second year, I ended up cracking the code and I ended up doing like 5k a week at one point. I ended up making like 5k a week at one point, and my life started to change rapidly, and I quit my job, I went full time, made my first 6 figures, then I bought my car, bought myself a watch, started traveling the world, started doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and now I also help others get started. Now, before I help you and tell you why most people fail, the first link in the description is the 6-figure side hustle. Lots of people online have dropshipping courses, and I'm sure they're good, right? Charging 1,500 for a program, I don't think so. A lot of you need help, and when I was broke, I wish I could buy one of those programs, but I didn't have 500, 1,000, 1,500 to give to people to buy one. So I've created the 6-figure side hustle for you. It will have everything that everyone has online, and it's only $99. I made it $99 because I'm a genuine and fair guy, and I believe everyone deserves a fighting chance. So if you want to get started with the full blueprint to learn from me, first link in the description, and then second link in the description, you'll be able to get Shopify, a website made for you where you have somewhere where people can pay you while you sleep for $1. So a common problem I see with even my students, people quit dropshipping after a few days or a few weeks. People, I don't know what it is, but people start this business model with a mindset like in 1 week they're going to start making crazy money. It really is not the case. A lot of people forget that this is the same business as any other business. You are in business. Business is not easy. Business and making money and working for yourself is not easy. There is no business model that is easy, otherwise everyone would be doing it. So a lot of people message me and they're like, bro, I spent $50 in ads, I didn't make a sale. That's completely normal. Calm down, man. Calm down. I had a guy the other day say, I've spent £20, I haven't made a sale. Bro, come on, man. If you're scared to spend £20, $20, you know, like your mindset is already broken. You need to look in the mirror. That's the first thing. Guys will spend $100, $50, not make no money, start panicking, think it doesn't work, and then they are depressed and they give up. You can't be like this. You really cannot be like this. You have to be stronger than this. If you cannot handle losing $50, $100, $150 by testing some products, then maybe you should get a 9-to-5 job. Because what are you going to do when you get to a point where customers are relying on you, people rely on you, and everybody relies on you for money? Then you definitely won't be able to handle that kind of pressure. So that's the first thing. Stop getting discouraged so quickly. Okay, you tested $50, you lost $50. So what? It's not the end of the world. Most of you have 9-to-5 jobs. Get that money back. Stop stressing out, bro. Take it easy. Stop taking life so seriously. You're going to spike your cortisol levels. You're going to kill your creativity, and you're not going to make progress. Take a deep breath. Calm down. It's not the end of the world. $50, $100, $150 is nothing in today's day and age. And money makes money, and scared money definitely doesn't make money. Getting discouraged so quickly, bro. The second reason why most of you are failing, and it kind of relates back to the first point, is that you're expecting an overnight success. Overnight success is a lie. It does not exist. Yes, on social media, you see everyone living well, but no one shows you the pure raw grind and hustle. Okay, no one shows you that because it's not interesting to see. No one saw me on my old computer when I was working in Burger King at 3 a.m. drinking coffee, testing random products, testing different ads, different ad creators, making product tweets, replying to customers, asking what they liked and what they didn't like, dealing with loads of ads losing money, dealing with Facebook ads getting frozen. No one saw these things, and no one tells you about these things. It's not interesting. You don't want to hear this. You know, now you can avoid all of this by joining a 6-figure side hustle, because you'll be avoiding all the mistakes that you would make by going at it alone. First link in the description, and I have a money back guarantee that if you don't make your money back, which is $100, and if you're already scared to spend $100, I don't even want you joining because you haven't got the mindset. I'll give you a refund if you don't make your money back. I'm that confident you will, at least within the first month. It might take you 3, 4, even 10 products before you see a winner. That's the name of the game in dropshipping. It comes down to making the right product tweaks. Once you've got everything dialed in, you just have to focus on getting the right product in front of the right audience, and you'll make money. You might hit on the first win, you might hit on the second win, the third product, the fourth product, you don't know until you test. Now, based upon your budget, you can test more, you can test less. If you're on a lower budget, test 1 to 2 products a week. If you're on a bigger budget, you've got more money to play with, you can test 3 to 5 products a week. But just because you test 2 products and you didn't make money does not mean the business model doesn't work. I mean, your mindset is weak and you're expecting results way too quickly, and results vary for everyone. What works for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for me. You have to test and try. Same with any business. If If you do not try, if you do not tweak things, you'll never figure out what works for you and you'll never make it. And to be honest with you, I tell a lot of my students, well, obviously if you get the 6-figure side hustle, you're going to start making money. But besides the point, I tell a lot of people when they start dropshipping, don't even think about the money. Just think about, for the first 30 days, just learning. Because here's the thing, you're learning how to build Facebook ads, which you can apply to any single business. Because I know Facebook ads so well, I can launch Facebook ads for my YouTube channel, for a fitness brand, for any product. Maybe my mum wants to start a business, she needs customers, I can launch the ads. You're learning a skill that can help you build any business that you decide to start in the future. I tell people this all the time, you're learning Facebook ads, you're learning how to build a Shopify store. Anytime you want to start a business and you need traffic, you can then launch Facebook ads. You can then use Shopify to build a quick website to sell your products and services. These are skills that you're learning along the way that in your future self you will have up your sleeve you can then make money from. These are all skills you're learning. How to build a website, like I said, how to run Facebook ads. These are crucial skills that you can also sell to other people, where other people will pay you to do these things for them. So stop thinking about the money straight away. Think about learning skills, because skills do pay the bills. I know it's cliche, but it's true. If you're valuable at what you do, people will pay you. It's that simple. So don't focus on the money straight away. Focus on building a nice website. Focus on learning how to run ads. Focus on learning how to test different ad creatives. Focus on learning. Go into a learning mindset. But like, you know what? I didn't even care about money. I just want to do a good job. I want to perform well. And guess what? When you do that, the money comes. Also, a common misconception, another mindset problem a lot of people, probably you are having, is you're treating it like a side hustle. You need to realize this is a real business and you need to treat it as such. Stop thinking it's just a side scheme that's just going to make you a few bucks here and there. Treat it like a real business, because if you treat it like a side scheme, you're just going to see it as like something on the side that gives you quick cash, and you're not really going to try, and you're going to try and rip off customers, and it's just not going to work for you. You need to treat it like a real business. You need to build a brand. You need to have trustworthy product pages. You need to have a customer service email. You need to have a good Shopify domain. You need to have nice, lovely ads running. You need to have good customer service. You know that all of these things, reviews, everything you need to have like a real business. It's not a side hustle that you just start and try to get money from people. No, because you will not get far with that, and you'll end up giving up and going back or staying in the 9-to-5 job you already work right now. If you was to start a physical store, you wouldn't quit in the first week, would you? So why do you do it with your online business? Think about that for a second. Another thing I think you guys need to have is you need to have emotional control. Emotional control. A lot of you, when you're running ads, for example, you might make one sale. That one sale has now convinced you that all of a sudden you think you're going to get rich off that product. And what happens is you make one sale, you get very excited, you have this massive spike in dopamine, and you think it's going to make you rich. And I've made this mistake as well, and you'll probably make this mistake because it's too difficult to work when you have clouded emotions. But listen to me carefully. You have one sale, and then you think that product's going to make you rich, so you let it run on Tuesday, and on Wednesday it doesn't make a sale. Thursday you let it run because you think it's going to make you rich, it doesn't make a sale. What then happens is, because your emotions are clouding your judgment, you've let it run for a week because you made that one sale, and now you haven't made any sales and you've lost a whole bunch of money. If you guys are in the 6-figure side hustle, you know how I test my products. If after 3 days it's made only one sale, turn it off, it's dead. But most of you won't turn it off. You'll be like, yeah, this is the one, and you'll let it run. Your emotions are clouding your judgment. Emotions kill people these days. Your emotions are the reason why you can't stop smoking. Emotions are the reason why you give up on your business. Emotions are the reason why you argue with your girlfriend. Emotions are clouding your judgment. You need to be stoic, especially in dropshipping. You cannot allow your emotions to get involved. Make money, cool. Lose money, cool. You stay level-headed so you can think with focus and be sharp like a sniper. That is how you want to navigate when you're running your Shopify store. Do not allow your emotions to cloud your judgment. As soon as it does, you will lose money. Easier said than done. Yes, that's correct. You need to understand what I'm saying to you because it's very, very important. And focus on consistency, not perfection. Don't try to make the perfect product ad. Don't try to make the perfect website because it's not going to happen. The perfect moment don't exist, and you're not going to be perfect in your first month anyway. So just focus on being consistent. Focus on showing up. When I first started my TikTok account, I didn't care that I didn't get views on the first day, second day, third day. I just kept showing up. Now look at my YouTube channel. People were hating on me when I had 90 subscribers. They're like, oh bro, you're getting nowhere. Now I have 900. My videos are not perfect. The way I talk is not perfect. My aura, I'm sure, is not perfect. I'm sure I could have a better setup, but I'm not that good with tech. I'm sure I could have better editing. I don't know. But I'm up here every day recording videos. That's what I focus on. Perfection does not win. Consistency wins. You have to be consistent. And when you're consistent, you won't even realize it, but you'll be making small improvements each day and you will be getting better. And before you know it, you will have acquired an empire. When you take small bites every day, before you know it, you'll be a fucking elite at what you do. You'll be very good at what you do. And that's what you need to focus on. You need to focus on showing up every day. Don't focus on being perfect. Don't focus on having the perfect ads, the perfect store, the perfect product, the perfect audience, the perfect supplier. Just focus on showing up every day and trying to do something that moves the needle forward. I have said this story before, but I'll say it again. I was working in Burger King. When I first started, many people don't know this, but I didn't have money. I was 17, 18, right? I didn't have money, I didn't have a job. So I borrowed my mom's credit card to run Facebook ads. I remember running up a £6,000 debt on my mom's credit card. And I was asleep one day and she burst into my room because she didn't know I was using it. And she showed me her statements, her bank statements. And she was like, Nima, what is all this money gone? What are you doing? How are you spending money on Facebook? How's Facebook taking your money? Have you been scammed? Like, what's going on? And then I told her what was happening. She said, right, you need to pay back this debt. So I was forced to get a job in Burger King. Didn't really have a choice. And most of you lose $100 and you get discouraged. Imagine being me. You lose £6,000 on your mum's credit card. You know, that was me. You know, I still remember to this day, I was sleeping and she burst into my room saying, what's this? Like, she was panicking. She was like, I haven't got £6,000. Like, you know, we was broke at the time. And she was like, what? Like, she just couldn't speak. She was shocked, you know, she was going pink. And I was like, don't worry, I'm going to get a job. I'm going to pay you off. Then I got a job. I paid that off. Then I continued to go. Most of you would have given up if you even lost £500, £500. Do you see the difference between people who actually get to the top and people who don't? Do you see now? Imagine you lost £6,000 on your mom's credit card and she didn't know and you had no money in the bank. Put yourself in my shoes for a second. How would that feel? Exactly. Now you know you've probably been a bit of a weakling. You've probably been a bit of a pussy, let's be honest. Now you can avoid all of this by joining the 6-figure side hustle. That's absolutely correct. Inside the 6-figure side hustle, I've laid out absolutely A to Z how you can get this started. Like I said, it's $99. It's incredibly affordable for what you get. What everyone else is teaching you, I've put into one bundle and I've made it affordable for yourself because I know probably maybe you work a 9-to-5 job or you don't have $1,000 to pay for mentorship. So I've put it into a $99 beginner friendly program that if you follow, you will make money. I've had great results already from the program. With the second link, you can get a Shopify store built for you for only $1. But if you follow these steps in the video, you will massively increase the chances of success with your Shopify store. Now, it's not guaranteed. There is no business that is guaranteed. And anyone who tells you their business model is guaranteed, they are lying to you and selling you a bunch of crap. I hope you found value in this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get me to 1,000 subscribers, my friend. It really does motivate me to make these videos. It's been your boy Nima the Machine. I will speak to you lovely people in my next video. Peace out, boys.